Shawnee. Welcome back. So today I'm just gonna get ready. Typically I don't have clients on this day, but I have quite a few today. Mainly because I'm not gonna be around the latter part of the week and some moving people up, but then there were a couple people who needed emergency appointments. So because it's gonna be more of a serious day, I think I'm gonna keep my makeup relatively serious. And I'm going to talk about the news because I have been reading, y'all. So I feel like these news stories had me going, girl, what? And so we're gonna get into them, and you can tell me if you have the same sort of reaction. So the first one, y'all, where is this one at? I mean, it's in Georgia. Who's from Georgia in here? It's in here, like y'all are here. It's in Georgia. So one day, this neighbor wakes up, they go outside, and they notice something is different. And they realize that their little porch is gone. It's like an 8x10 thing, I guess, that you put right in front of the door or whatever. I don't understand. I don't know how big or little that is, but it seems it's not like a concrete porch that's like attached to your house. It's something that they bought. It was very well constructed, top of the line wood, cost about $3,000. So they're like, where the F is my porch? Come to find out, girl, somebody took it. Somebody took the porch. Somebody took the porch. Who does that, okay? Who does it? Could you imagine you come home and your partner or your friend or your child just has a porch? Like, I would be like, sir, where did this come from? Because I know you didn't make it. So, like, tell me the story. So, the story basically is this other neighbor, I'm going to use the Danessa Myricks groundwork. This other neighbor, he just pretty much decided that he liked the porch. And he wanted it for himself. And I guess he didn't want to buy it. Like, maybe he wanted to try it out before he bought it. You know, like, try before you buy. Or you can, like, rent the runway and stuff. I guess that's what he wanted to do. I think I'm going to go first into tourmaline. The pomade and the powder, probably. So, they figure out who it is. I don't know how they figured it out. I guess it was just good detective work. They figure out who it is. But they can't find this man for days. Don't know. So I heard one story where it was like that he brought it back. Like, I'm not sure if he just wanted to see if the dimensions would fit his house or like how it would hold up or anything. But apparently, according to at least one news story, he brought it back. So I'm like, is that, I guess it's not Grand Theft Auto, Grand Theft Porch? Is that Grand Theft Porch? Because he brought it back. It seemed like it was in the same condition. He put it right back where it was supposed to be. So, I don't know. Like, I guess it's still grand theft, right? Oh, no, it has to be a certain amount of money for it to be grand theft. What's the opposite of grand? Mini grand? Small? Tiny? I don't know. Look, I just woke up, okay? So, they're looking for this man for days. They're looking for him for days. And they're like, where is he? Like, I assume by this time, if he did return the porch, it's like now back. Because I imagine you could just like drive around and find the porch, right? So he had to have had a pickup truck. Because how else? Or he had a dolly, like a hand truck, like those hand dollies. And maybe he just like ran it down the street, but I don't know how far away he lives. But he had to have had a truck. And then he had to have had like superhuman strength. How did he lift that by himself? I wonder if he had a co-conspirator. Yeah, but girl, they couldn't find him. And I guess the house, maybe the house knew that somebody was going to try to do something foolish because they had no trespassing signs all over their house, right? Maybe they knew somebody was gonna be foolish enough to kind of like try to steal their porch. So, but also it looks like the house had been abandoned. So he probably thought it's up for grabs. Like, you know how you can put stuff out on the curb and like somebody might come by and get it? Like, he was like, well, it says, it don't look like nobody live here. I guess if they don't live here, they don't need this porch. And it looks like it's well made. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this sucker. So I don't know if he went home and he was like, actually, this isn't well made. This isn't top of the line, like Maplewood or something. But let me tell you why he got caught. He has a wife. As all these fools seem to. Everybody seems to be married. So y'all are just like, I don't mind his foolishness. I'm gonna just go ahead and marry him. Child, don't worry. We all do it, girl. Okay, so they received a call about a domestic disturbance. And they went to Robin's house. That's his name, Robin. And he was arrested on charges of felony theft and domestic battery. See, Robin, like, I was with you for a little bit when you were just stealing the porch. Still wrong, but I was with you for a little bit with that. Like, you know, you brought it back. Allegedly. But now you getting arrested and charged with domestic battery. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that, Robin. And now you looking like a fool because now you also have felony theft on your record. Girl, what y'all be doing in Georgia? Usually it's Florida, but no. Georgia was like, we have issues too. Alright, so that was the first story where I'm like, girl, what? you stole a whole porch. Who does that? There was a story a while ago, I don't remember where it was, but these people stole like an air conditioning unit. What's that? Is that the HVAC? What is that thing? I have one in front of my house, but you have to like unbolt it and all kinds of stuff. So they went into these people's like lawn area. Because they had the tools and everything, and it was like two of them. They had the little hand truck, little hand dolly. They unbolted this thing and put it on the dolly, and you just see them running down the street with this air conditioning unit. And you can see it because the house has a camera, like a doorbell camera. Child. Let me see. I'm going to go into either this one or this one. That is Sculpted and Harvest. Maybe we'll start with Sculpted. You know what? If I saw somebody stealing my entire air conditioning unit, I might just let them have it. Like that, I mean, is that covered in my homeowner's insurance? I just like... If you're gonna do all that seems a lot. I feel like you're a dangerous person. You know, like I feel like you're a dangerous person, and I'm not sure I want that in my life. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and have that air conditioning unit. You know, it's about time to upgrade it anyway. So yeah, people just be stealing. Why y'all stealing stuff off of people's property? That's not cute. First, you got the porch pirate who, like, that's not even how you pirate porches. You're just supposed to take their Amazon package. But he took the whole porch. And then you got these fools over here talking about, I'm going to go ahead and take this whole air conditioning unit. So if you see people running down the street with these things, with these porches and air conditioning units, I encourage you to maybe report it. Anyway, child. Here's a terrible one. Here's one where it's like this young fool was driving to the airport with his partner. They're going to like, was it Ibiza? Like they're going somewhere nice, somewhere that like rich people go. And they are just driving. And, you know, they're driving erratically. They're not driving like how you're supposed to drive. This is a 24-year-old. 24-year-old. And what they did, and he was in a BMW. All y'all be having BMWs. I have a Honda. And I'm not mad at it. That Honda has gotten me all kinds of places. But they have a BMW, and there's another car that has a Toyota Yaris. Isn't that the ones that almost like a hatchback? It's a little car. These fools, this 24-year-old and his partner, friend, whomever is in the car with him, they cause a crash with this Toyota Yaris. Girl, so they got out the car and they ran. And you think that's where the story ends. First of all, the people, it says they have life-changing injuries. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means like mobility and stuff like that. But it just says life-changing injuries. So these fools get out the car and run. And the part that got me was that these jackasses came back to get their luggage and then left again. They left the people in the Toyota up in this car that they crashed, came back and got their luggage and then left and got on their flight. And where did they go? Where did they go? They didn't go like to Mexico. Like it was this fool, and he in this picture looking like a dumbass. And he only gets 3 years. So it must not have been any like any casualties or anything. But this, oh yeah, he went on a 2-week holiday and then had the nerve to try to report the car stolen. If I was his parent, I just, like, don't talk to me no more. You're a complete idiot. Like, you got 20, your brain is almost fully developed. You got about 1 more year. So you're not a child, okay? Okay, you get in the crash. Okay, that's already terrible because it sounds like you were driving like an ass. But then you have the nerve to leave these people there. And what's more, you just decided to solidify your award of Jackass of the Year because you go back, see these people in their car, get your luggage, and you go away on a 2-week vacation. And then while you're there, you try to call and say that the car is stolen. Are you an idiot? Like, I would, like, so he supposedly got 3 years, which I don't feel like is enough. He needs to be in there for much longer. And he's banned from driving for 4 years. He should just be banned from being alone. Like, because obviously you're a freaking idiot and you don't know how to be a responsible adult. You just told me that because you left, but then you had the sense to try to like report the car as stolen. Dumbass, they have DNA from the airbag and it's your car. That's like me trying to be like, I wasn't there, girl, and just all my spit and everything is on the car. Like, yeah, you were kind of there. I feel like that's the worst part, that he went ahead and left. Who does that? Who does that? That's so gross. I'm like, can you not put my name anywhere near him in a little news story? Because we cutting ties now. We just, we just cutting ties. You're not part of my family. Like, I'm not trying to have people thinking our family are complete idiots. No, I'm not. Ass. What was that thing? Remember a couple of years ago, it was like these privileged kids, and they were like, they're suffering from, what was it, y'all? I know somebody remembers, because it was something stupid that is not psychologically proven. Like, what is it? Ooh, somebody write it in the comments, because I know somebody remembers. But because it's not a real thing, I don't remember what they called it. Shoot, snap, what is that damn thing? It's like on the tip of my tongue. It's like Privilegetopia or something. Somebody knows what I mean, so let us know. Driving in a daggone. So maybe you have some money, because it sounds like you got some privilege, because it's what, September, and it seems like you don't got a job, because ain't nobody going to no long vacation in September. We gotta work. You driving a BMW, but it also seems like everybody have a BMW these days. Seems like I'm the only one over here with the Honda that's gonna last longer than your BMW. So you could afford a lawsuit, and I hope these people sue the hell out of you. You gonna leave me in here? I have to be cut out of my car. Girl, ooh, I would sue. I would sue. I would sue. I would sue. I have a couple more that it's gonna make y'all mad. It's gonna make y'all mad because it made me mad. It's gonna make y'all mad. But before we get mad, we have a funny one. So this guy goes to Panda Express, and it's a Panda Express like drive-through. I didn't know they had that. I didn't know that Panda Express had drive-throughs. The ones I know, you have to go inside, you know? You have to stand in the line, and they give you a little sample of something, or you can ask for like a sample of the Beijing beef or something, you know? But he goes, and the worker is like, "You're here again? Don't you cook at home?" So he left because he was embarrassed. And he went to one 30 minutes away because he felt real embarrassed that the worker was calling him out like that. I'm like, women, you are ruining sales. If this man want to eat here 3-4 times a day, like, go ahead and give him his orange chicken. Oh, somebody said that to me. Ooh, so he was embarrassed, y'all, and so he let, and he was like, you know, I went there once for myself, and then I went again for somebody else. Okay, it's your story, and you're sticking to it. I don't care. But this woman shamed him. Don't you cook at home? See, I would have something real mean to say to her, but I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna snap back, and apparently he didn't. So he's a nice, thoughtful Christian person. Anyway, moving on to the ones that are gonna make us upset. Like, I know y'all with children, even those of us without them, you're gonna be pretty upset about this one, cause I'm upset about it, and I don't even know these people from Adam. So this lady has a daughter, and she's not with the other parent of the child, but she wants the child to still be familiar with their paternal relatives, right? Very nice. That's so cool. So the mom sends the little girl to hang out or like sleep over or something at the, you know, paternal family, like with the grandmother, the aunt, all this stuff. So apparently they're having a good old time. And the little girl, she's 7. She calls her mom and is like, "Mom, can I have a tattoo?" So of course mom is like, "Girl, no. The F? What you talking about?" And so this story is being told from the 7-year-old, okay? This is the story she's telling her mom. Now I know 7-year-olds have a very, you know, it's sometimes an interesting relationship with the truth. Like, they're just learning what they can like get away with. And so she's telling the mom this is the story. She said she told the mom, the aunt asked her, "Oh, what did your mom say? Did she say you can get a tattoo?" And the little girl is like, "No, she said I couldn't." And she said, like, Stacy couldn't either or something. And honey, this little girl came home with a tattoo. A 7-year-old. A 7-year-old came home with a tattoo. It's a little like crudely drawn heart on her leg. It's a tattoo. It's a permanent tattoo. And the paternal family members are like, "It's henna. You can like, it's just gonna wear off." Girl, no, it's not. It's a tattoo. It's not a henna tattoo. It's a like ink and needle tattoo. So the mom is like, what did you say when you told her, what did she say when you told her that your mom said no? And she was like, nothing, she just did it anyway. And apparently she didn't even change the needle between the two girls. And the thing is, I don't, like, she can't be a working tattoo artist, because I would assume that there's some, like, excuse me, that there's some, like, something where you can't be tattooing children? I don't know. Like, I assume, I don't know any tattoo artists, but I feel like don't you, here's the other thing. If I send my child to you, don't ask my child if I said they can be allowed to do something or not. I need you, the adult, to call me and find out. And that's how you know it was shady, because she didn't call the mama. She said, oh, honey, little girl, little niece, go ahead and call your mom and see if she says it's okay. You know it's not okay. And so the mom gets on TikTok and she's like, these people done tattooed my baby. And it's a for real tattoo. It's not fake. It's a real one. And I guess the other side of the family gets mad and is saying that, like, she's, you know, dragging their names and stuff. You should be dragged. You should actually be dragged. Not even just, you know, by words. You should be dragged, period. I'm gonna drag you across this room. So I know you didn't just tattoo my child. Who even does that? Who even does that? Who are you? That's why I was like, girl, what? All I'm gonna tell you, she wouldn't even have the chance to look on social media to see what I'm saying about her. We would have been fighting. I think the lady did report her to, like, CPS. I hope she did. I hope she did. That's like grievous bodily harm. Idiot. And so the family is like, it's just a henna tattoo. It's nothing big. Like, it's gonna come off. Y'all lying through your teeth. You lying through all parts of your body. So people are like on social media like, oh yeah, we would have a problem. What would y'all do? What would you do if somebody done tattoo your child or your niece and you have the nerve to not even make it look good? Like, it's this janky ass heart that she now has to live with for the rest of her life, unless she goes and has it removed, which isn't an easy process. People are trash. People are for real trash. I say this all the time and folks try to like laugh at me about it, but no, people are trash. I don't know anybody that would do that. That seems very like vindictive in some way. Like, who does that? Do you know what I mean? Going in with the all-nighter, this is the Ultra Glow one as a face primer. Like, who? We will be fighting. We will be fighting. Like, I'm really trying to make sense out of it, but I don't think there's any sense to be made. You know? Like, this is nonsensical. I don't know. Here's another nonsensical one. This girl is just sitting up in her room, chilling, you know, probably on social media. And her boyfriend comes into the room and is like, what guy was here? She puts this on TikTok because, you know, nothing can be real unless you put it on TikTok. And she's like, what are you talking about? What guy was here? And he's like, I noticed that you bought boy cookies. And she's like, what? So he's like, you bought boy cookies. These are cookies that only boys eat. You know what the cookies were? The regular little crunchy Chips Ahoys. And he's like, only guys eat these. Girls eat the chewy ones. So what man did you have over here? And people are on, I think these are young folk that are on social media laughing about it. Child, but at my big age, I wish some man would come and be like, we have several things wrong here, sir. First of all, don't come in my house talking about who I had in my house, okay? First of all, because that sounds like we have a problem in terms of trust and communication. First of all. Second of all, where do you get this idea that there's boy food and girl food? Like, I'm looking for where you got it, because that don't make any kinds of sense. So if you coming at me with that, obviously something is wrong and we need to go to the hospital, because you are not making sense. Are you having a neurological event? Because look, first of all, why are you going through my pantry? And then you gonna come and ask me what guy was here? All of them. You know, like, we need to have trust in this relationship, but also, how you gonna base it on that? That's what you're basing it on? Because I have the regular, hard Chips Ahoy, and you think that I'm only supposed to be eating the chewy ones because that's what girls like? So all these people are laughing and they're like, oh my God. And they're like, oh my God, I don't even like the chewy ones. I'm like, we are focusing on the wrong thing. What we need to be focusing on is the fact that this man came up into my house talking about, what man did you have here? Because only boys eat the crunchy Chips Ahoy. I actually have no idea where he would have gotten this. Either he's hanging out with some idiotic folk. Like, that's the only thing I can think. Who are you hanging out with? Who are you spending your time with? Because, like I think this might be the end of the relationship. Unless we go to the ER and they're like, yeah, he's having a neurological event. Unless they come back and tell me that, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. Because, like, okay, you know, let's talk about the communication, the trust in our relationship. We can do that. But no, I just found out that you're an idiot. Like, you're an idiot, and I just can't have that energy around me. Girl, listen, I wish somebody would. I wish somebody would. First of all, don't base nothing on what food I have in my house, girl. Because, child, don't base nothing on it. I'm going to tell you this right now, because you're going to see all kinds of sweets up in here, okay? Give me the bag of Chips Ahoy while you at it. Like, you're not going to be able to, you can't base nothing on the food I have in my house. First of all, if you look in my fridge right now, it's like a block of cheese, some little energy shots, and like some fruit. What you gonna say about that? You got a rabbit living here? Like, what are you gonna say? So that's not cute. She thinks it's cute, and apparently social media thinks it's cute. Maybe I'm just overreacting, or maybe I'm just acting old, but I don't think that's cute at all. I don't know. I don't think that's cute at all. This other girl put on the internet that her boyfriend apologized to her for an argument they had. So she showed the note of what he like apologized for. This buffoon put on the note, "I'm sorry I said you were ugly and not as pretty as other people when we are having our argument. I shouldn't have said that to you." How many problems do we have here? We have several problems. First, this isn't the most important, but don't put stuff on social media. How about that? First of all. Second of all, that would be the end of the relationship. Like, first of all, there's too many numbers of all. I don't even know what to say about that. How did that go? That's why you ugly. You not as pretty as other girls. Go get you a different one then. Like, I don't... First of all, you obviously can't spar with me mentally or intellectually because that's what you came up with. That's like a little kid. Like, that's why you ugly. First of all, there. Second of all, if you're not attracted to me, I'm not quite sure why we're dating. Like, that's often a factor. Not always. But, you know, a good amount of time you are typically with someone that you find attractive in some way. We both fools because I put it on the internet and you said it and then you wrote on a piece of paper that's like a red construction paper with like some pencil. No, I'm gonna need a better apology than that. And she's all, he apologized. Nah, I'm not gonna take no construction paper with some crayons on it. I'm gonna need you to do something a little bit extra. What is wrong with people? OMG. Like, what is wrong with people? What is wrong with people? Like, I really don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Here's the last one, y'all. Here, I don't know if these people are better than me or they're stupid. These people, a group of friends, drive up to their La Quinta hotel. And they go inside, and there's like no one at the desk. Like, there's no staff around. Even though it's like 1 a.m, like they still have, you know, staff and stuff around, but they don't see nobody. So they're like, that's weird. So they like go behind the desk to see if somebody's, you know, take a little nap. But, you know, get your sleep, girl. There's nobody there. So they're looking around. The only person they find is one of the folks who cleans the rooms. That's all they find. That's the only person they find. And she's like, I haven't seen anybody in like hours. So kudos to you, ma'am. You don't see nobody, but you stayed your behind at work. That's called a good employee. So she's like, nobody has been here. Girl, let me tell you what happened. First of all, what would you do? Because what I would do, I would probably call the reservation people and be like, hey, you know, this is what's going on. Or I would just get in my car and go to a different hotel. Like, there's got to be another one around here. I mean, I don't know if they're in a, you know, place that isn't populated very much, but there's got to be another hotel around here. There's probably another La Quinta down the street. So listen to what they do, y'all. And if you did this, I'm just gonna tell you, you are way better than me. Accept that, okay? You are way better than me. Because what these people did is they decided to help out. They decided to run the hotel. They got up behind that desk, girl. They were checking people in. They did the continental breakfast. You know, the breakfast you can get at the hotel when you like include it in your little reservation. These people served the continental breakfast. They was back there checking people in. They were back there handling all the problems. You know, something else, if my friends were like, that's what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be like, you do that, okay? I'm gonna go sit over here and chill out because, or I'm gonna take the car and I'm gonna just go and get a different reservation, and when you guys are done, just like call me and let me, you know, come like pick you up or whatever. Because I know I would not be working up in somebody's hotel, not being paid, dealing with these crazy people that's gonna check in. And apparently one lady was in there like, somebody charged my card $600, and a couple of other people were saying that too. So I'm thinking it was some kind of thing that whoever was supposed to be at the desk did. So how everybody get charged $600? Where you at? You know, the I's are not being dotted and the T's are not being crossed, because that I don't understand that. That's real coincidental. So what they end up doing is calling like the general manager or something. She had no idea what was going on. She was like, excuse me? Like, could you imagine getting that call? Like, hey, there's like no one working at your hotel. So me and my friends, we just decided to like pitch in a little bit. And so finally somebody comes, right? One of the workers comes and they're like, oh, thanks. And the people are like, can we check in? Child, he was about to charge them to check in. After I done did your job. I done did your job for you. I done figured out, you know, what's going on with these people charges and everything. And I'm trying to get in my room so I can relax. And you trying to charge me. So at that point, another, like, somebody from one of the groups of hotels, you know, like they have groups of hotels or whatever owned by the same thing. He comes and he's like, don't charge them for their room. Like, I mean, and they're like, you know what? We're tired of this. Can we just go to your hotel? So they go to his hotel. This is what you're tired of, ma'am, sir, everybody else. I know that, no, I didn't come here to work, okay? I came here to relax in my room, maybe order, you know, a burger or something and see if I can get a glass of wine thrown into there. And you got me up here working for free. I can't even get my room for free after I did all this work, after I served the continental breakfast. So that also means they were up for a while. If they check in at 1:30 or 2 o'clock, breakfast ain't until about 6 or 8. Girl, I wish they would. I wish somebody would. First, I wouldn't be in that situation. I would not be in that situation. Okay? I mean, I don't even think I have friends that would do that. I feel like those aren't my people. Those aren't the people that I should be hanging out with. Because we just have different ideas of what morality is. You believe you should help out in this kind of situation, and I don't. Because you know what? La Quinta has enough money to hire people. While I'm sitting over here trying to take a little vacation with my friends, and now we got to work together. That's not the kind of work I thought we were going to be doing together. I thought we were just going to be chilling out and having a good time. But you had me... Also, I want to know what types of people these folks are. I want to know, because... they were like, our manager selves just like jumped out and we had to help. I know how to push that down. And I know how to mind my business, because this is not my business. Literally, this isn't my business, and none of this is my business. Like, where was y'all at? Where were you at? Did you just run down the street to the store? No, because it was ours. Where are you? Are you at another hotel just like having a good old time? I don't understand. And let me know. I would like to know who of y'all is better than me, because I want to know who would do that. I don't think I know anyone who would do that. You know what? My sister might do it. I'd be like, girl, go ahead. While you serving the continental breakfast, can you actually give me some eggs and like a bagel? Child, let me finish this up. I'm real upset about this La Quinta Inn thing. I'm upset about all these stories. All of them, like I said, had me going, girl, what? They don't make no sense. Like I told you, I'm looking for the sense and I cannot find it. Okay, y'all, here is the finished look. And I put on a touch of eyeliner for Jan, Nikki, and Dawn. You probably can't even see it. You know, it's like those people who are like, I have on makeup, and you're like, where? It's a little bit, y'all. It's a little bit. You see it? I don't see it either. Anyway, that is it. Gotta run downstairs and get ready for my telehealth appointment. Today I used the YSL foundation. I'm really waiting for their concealer to come out. I used the Marc Jacobs Extra Shot Concealer. I also used this Colorfix in the shade Coins, and I put this Colorfix glaze on top. Laura Mercier powder, and then you saw that I used the groundwork for everything up here. All right, I think I look professional. I think I look like I can be serious today. Okay, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know some news stories you want me to talk about, because I have fun with those. I know that a couple of people have like DM'd me stories, so I do try to include them. I hope that some of this was helpful. I also hope that you are continuing to take care of yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.